Okay. We'll start here. Okay. Just confirming that the image is working. Just give me a moment. Just confirming that the image is working. Just give me a moment. All right, so it's not working. Let's see. Let me close this out. Let me redo this. Stop. Just confirming that the image is working. All right, so it's not working. Let's see. All right, let's try this again. Actually, I'm going to here. Let's try this again. Okay. All right. Looks like it's working. Okay. All right, scholars. So welcome. We are in the home stretch, right? So hopefully by now you have a plan to finish the semester out. Let's do a brief synopsis of the remaining schedule. Okay. So this is the last full week, right? Our last day of class is on Wednesday. So today we'll take some time to go through as many questions from exam 2 together as we can. On this upcoming Wednesday, that's going to be the last time I take attendance. So that's the last time that you're required to show up, aside from submitting your assignments. So on Wednesday, we'll review concepts from exam 3. So then this upcoming Thursday and Friday is the reading period. So you shouldn't be meeting in any of your classes this upcoming Thursday and Friday. I think I scheduled for your final exam to become available this upcoming Sunday. The Sunday, I think that's December 4th at 11:11 a.m. and it's due the following Friday, December 9th at 11:59 p.m. So you have about a little over 5 days to submit this final. So keep in mind that Friday, December 9th at 11:59 p.m., that's the hard deadline for all assignments. It's the Friday at the end of the week of finals. So everything is going to be due. Everything on Pearson is going to lock out. The goal is, when you submit your final exam, that should be the last thing that you submit. So the recommendation is, to go back and whatever it is you want credit for, to go ahead and finish those old assignments. If you're going back and redoing old assignments to improve your overall score, my recommendation is to prioritize the old exams. That's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. Where those are the exams are worth nearly 80% of your overall grade. Okay. Last thing I will prioritize is the homework. The homework is going to be a whole bunch of work for minimal points. So you wouldn't really see your grade shift a lot or move a lot trying to do the old homework. Most of the points are going to come from your exams, and then also make sure that you guys have been collaborating with Dr. Lamar for the lab component of our grade, right? So hopefully, you've been following her instructions and things are in order there. And then one last thing is that during the week of finals, I intend to kind of be on the Zoom call and just make myself available. You're not required to attend class during the week of finals. You could just take your final and that's it. But during the week of finals, more than likely, I'll just be on Zoom and I'll just make myself available. So if you have any last minute questions or if you need help with anything at the last minute, you know how to reach me. I'll probably just be on Zoom gaming or something until somebody has a question. Okay. Let me check on you guys in Zoom one more time.
I got a quick question, Professor.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so in regards to the post test, is that like
That's
what
something for the lab. So you'd have to ask Dr. Lamar about that. For me, we're just doing a final exam, but the post test is something for the lab. You have to ask Dr. Lamar about that one.
but is that will that be like factored into like our overall grade?
The post test is something for Dr. Lamar. I don't know how she's using that, so that's something for the lab.
Okay, but
So
like
you would
the
have to, because I don't know if she's going to factor the post test into your lab grade or not. If she factors the post test into your lab grade, then it's going to be a part of your lab grade. If she doesn't, then it's not. But that's something with her. I don't have anything to do with that.
okay, but like I'm saying like will it be factored at all into like our overall like total
Only
grade?
the only way it's going to be factored into the overall grade is if Dr. Lamar includes it in your lab grade.
Okay.
But the
But
final exam, now the final exam is different from the post test. That's the final exam is
mhm.
like 20% of your overall grade.
Okay, so the lab is just 10% of our grade, like including the post test or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. So I think I'm just gonna be on the call just for questions because I know you guys like to leave, so I feel like you're adults and you're handling it. So I'm just gonna be here just to kind of answer questions for a little bit.
Yeah, I have one more question. Like,
Sure.
when did you say like when Pearson would close out?
So a review is one. I
Yeah.
don't know anything about the post test, right? That's something for
Mhm.
Dr. Lamar. So you have to ask her about the post test. All it
Okay.
is, your grade for your lab is on Blackboard. So you can actually go on Blackboard and she has like a breakdown of how she's calculating your lab grade. But the
Mhm.
post test is something with her. You have to ask her how is that post test going to be factored into the grade. So that's
Mhm.
the thing. I don't really know about that. All I know is I'm just going to look for whatever grade she gives me, and I'm going to take that and use that in your overall grade.
Mhm.
Um, and then, so your final is going to become available this Sunday at 11:11 a.m. And it's going to be due the following Friday at 11:59 p.m.
Okay.
Right. And so that's when everything locks out because after that, I'm going to calculate final grades based on what's
Got
ever.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So aside from the student that we were just, had the questions, I think he's like the only one on the call. So I'm just going to kind of like just be here for questions, guys, and like, attendance. Student. Okay, so I did live stream. I kind of just did some announcements, so I'm just going to piggyback on that. And I think for you guys, I'm just going to be on the call if you have questions. I'm not going to really go into too many details, but I'm just here if you have questions about things. Okay. The hard deadline is this upcoming Friday, December, not this Friday, but next Friday, a week from this Friday. So that was part of the announcements that I just did a few minutes ago. Your final exam will become available this Sunday, December 4th at 11:11 a.m. And you'll have about 5 days to work on it. It'll be due not this Friday, but the next Friday, basically the Friday at the end of week of finals at 11:59 p.m. Not only is the final exam due, but all of your assignments from Pearson are due. So everything's going to lock out. That's the hard deadline. Not this Friday, but next Friday. All right. Yeah. Cool. And so also during the week of finals, I do plan to get on the Zoom call and just make myself available. So last time I'm going to take attendance is this upcoming Wednesday. After this Wednesday, you just need to submit your documents. But then during the week of finals, I'll just be on the Zoom call. Okay. Let me see what else is going on here. Yeah. Yeah. No worries. All right. So if you're just joining us, I did just kind of do some announcements. You could watch the replay on my YouTube. It was just but basically what I was saying was Your final exam will become available this upcoming Sunday at 11 a.m. and it'll be due the following Friday at 11:59 p.m. That Friday due date is also the hard deadline for all assignments. So, the goal is when you submit your final exam, you should be done with my course, right? You really want the final exam to be the last thing that you do. So before the final comes out, the recommendation is to try to get as many. Really, I would encourage you to just focus on your old exams as they count for nearly 80% of your overall grade. So if you're going back to try to improve your score, you definitely want to prioritize your exams. I encourage you guys to work together. I encourage you to link up with the tutors. I think it's a good move. It's not going to hurt anything. So to try to maximize these scores, you're going to earn up to 90% up until that next Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday. And then, so again, the goal is once you score whatever score you want on your final, then that's it. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Muchas gracias.
De nada. ¿Habla español?
Poco,
Más o menos,
un poco.
Aprendiendo Morehouse Universidad.
Sí.
Sí. ¿Quién es tu profesor?
Mi profesor es Professor Pfeiffer.
No. Para español.
Oh, para español. Oh, no. Not at Morehouse. And
Okay.
I took it in high school. So
I took it while I was at Morehouse. My professor.
okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of her name. And
I'm
the
about
funny
to
thing,
take it, next semester. That's what I'm about to do.
what was her name? I can't think of her name. But the funny thing is, when I came back as a professor, she was still a professor. I don't even know if she recognized me or not, but I remember her being my professor when I was taking Spanish. On top of that, I made sure to study abroad. Like I studied in Costa Rica for a month.
Oh, that's far.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, I was there for a month. I went there for one summer.
Said it was.
Yeah, it was cool. Like I had fun. Like I made some friends, and but we went on adventures. Like we went all across that country. It's a small country. It connects to Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean. So we went to both oceans, bungee jumping, zip lining, horseback riding through the jungle, clubs. Like I was like living it up.
I was about to say because I heard.
Because that's like when you're a student in college, like that's the best time to travel because you don't really have any real responsibilities.
For
You
sure.
don't have children. Most people don't have children like that. You're not having to like be on somebody else's schedule. You get a bunch of time off. So if you can travel as a student, now I don't know how it's different with the whole COVID and everything, but if you can travel, I would encourage you to.
For sure. Because I actually went to Spain in middle school.
Awesome.
Did like an exchange program. So I was up there.
How long were you?
I think it was like a month. Maybe.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, that was so far. But like we had to speak Spanish like, the whole time we were up there because like most people didn't speak English like that.
Yeah,
so it's like I know I speak passable Spanish. You know what I mean? It's like if I didn't, I would not have. Yeah.
Like I can speak it, but I struggle. I need to practice more. I struggle to like understand what they're saying. Like I know how to say what I'm trying, but I need to practice more. But yeah, okay. I'm not gonna keep you. I'm just here for questions and shooting the shit and stuff.
Okay, cool. I'm just about to work on my own stuff anyway. So if I need anything, I'll definitely make sure.
Okay.
Muchas gracias. Have a good one.
Take care. All right. I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna stop the stream.